Tony Hawkins has got a podcast. I hope he's better at this than he is washing the kit, because he was fucking useless.
So, 21.
Nesbit.
21, he's 26.
Yeah, he's 26. 21, which isn't a prime number.
That is the key to the
but
door,
is
though.
a product of two prime numbers.
Tony, see this prime number shit?
3 and 7.
Fucking, this is the last of it.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
What do you think, Sam?
I'm going to struggle next week, to be fair.
I wake up every Wednesday morning
22.
hating today.
I've got
numbers.
a bonus for prime number fans next week.
Oh. No, keep it. Save it, Tony.
I'm going to save it for next week.
Because if you save that, more people will
right.
listen.
if anybody can tell me, and I will give you a clue, what I'm going to do next week when introducing the 22nd podcast, the answer to the question isn't a prime number. But if you can tell me what the answer is to the question that I'm going to pose for next week's opening relating to 22, drop us an email.
Wait.
And if you do get it right, mkdonsradioshow@gmail.com, I will send you something I've got signed by someone at some point.
I think that's 5.
No, I won't send you. I'll give it to you.
I think that's 5 minutes in.
Yeah,
We're
right.
5 minutes in.
We played Forest Green on Saturday.
We did.
We played Forest Green. Me and Sam
went, which means our opinions are completely valid.
I didn't go. I stayed at home and did my garden.
We sampled their new away stand.
And what happened, Tony, after you ate their food the next day?
I had the shits all day Sunday.
Actually, I don't know. I don't think it was that.
I don't think it was that, because I only had a samosa.
I had a raging
and you had a samosa.
No.
But I think it was the 4
There has been some controversy regarding samosas, or were they pasties, Tony?
No,
they were definitely samosas.
Ah, right.
Yeah,
well,
they were definitely samosas.
Yeah, I saw that.
I had a tiki burger.
Oh, that
it looked like shit, but tasted really nice.
Yeah, actually, I don't think it touched the side, because I watched you eat that in about 12 seconds.
Yeah, well, it was I was really hungover, and
Did you not drive?
Yeah.
Oh, Tony.
Yeah,
I was
only
fine. But I left Hitchin at 10 to pick you up at 11, and I felt absolutely fine driving down. And we were talking away and all that stuff. I got there, parked up. Lovely drive. Weather was gorgeous.
Oh, it was lovely.
We turned
the allotment, Tony. Done on my garden.
A couple of people, because if you hadn't been kind of setting the scene, you drive all the way up a really long road, and then there's a school where we parked, or a field on the opposite side, and then there's a ground right next to it. Oh, no, and loads of people didn't realise. Like, I've had a couple of old boys come in, and they said they didn't realise that there's a car park right at the top, so they parked right at the bottom where we saw Tiers and Matt Oakley down the centre. They parked down there and walked up the fucking hill. Got up there, they were knackered.
I was going to say, we saw Tiers and...
So I had that... I got out, the pressure hit me, and I was like, oh my god, I feel like shit. Yeah. And you did that panic hangover buying food, where you're in front of food and thinking, what do you want?
So he consumed
can I have one of those burgers? He went, do you want a samosa as well? I went, yeah.
Have 2.
Do you want 2? It's 2 for £3. I was like, yeah. Do you know how much they were each?
Go on.
Fucking 150. They were 150. Went, do you want 2 for 3? And I was like,
£3
I just panicked. Went, yeah.
One for 150.
If you're looking to expand the commercial department, MK Dons, get this bloke in. Your season ticket's £500 or 2 for £1,000.
Apart from that, I mean, I went to go and pick up the tickets. I went to the main reception, and they were very welcoming in there. They're very happy. Went around to their shop, which was a porter cabin, which I had to have a little look around, and it was.
Actually, those stewards that you bought the programmes off were really nice.
Did you cast a professional eye over the shop, son?
Well, it literally was. I put my head in, and it was like, oh, nice all 9 lines you've got in here. But no, it was, and the beer was fucking unreal.
I think that's what gave me the shits. It's very much like all I can just. Have you had the Sierra Nevada IPA?
I don't know it, Tony. I'm unaware of it.
They sell it in All Bar One.
I'll put that down.
Really nice.
I'm quite comfortably said that's probably the best beer I've ever had at a ground.
Yeah,
I had a cider. Actually, I had a cider
in a plastic cup.
In a plastic cup, which wasn't
plastic. It wasn't plastic. It says, "I am not plastic."
Liar.
Oh, is it recycled?
It's biodegradable.
You know, we should get those at our ground.
Nah, we should not. Fuck them.
Also, after he consumed this burger in 12 seconds,
he then ate the glass as well.
He wanted to sit down.
There were loads of people sat on a grass verge, and the only pit left.
We didn't fancy trying to traverse this because I'm old and I would have slipped over, and Sam definitely couldn't have gone above 7 foot above sea level without passing out. So he's trying to find somewhere to sit. Imagine a man for about 10 minutes walking over to different patches of grass, looking at them, and then going, "No."
I look like a homeless man trying to find a cigarette on the floor.
You just go, "No."
Then I sat. No, it was bone dry. But every time I sat down, I was like, "Oh, stinging nettle."
So then, when he found a spot, he went over and he patted it just to make sure he was going to
sat down, sat straight on the thistle. But I was so.
Oh, just put your jacket down.
I was so. No, because I didn't have one. It was that nice. We didn't even have jackets.
No, I always go prepared, Tony.
Did you not see the photo on Facebook? My standard away game photo, usually inside the ground, but I did one of him instead. But he forgot to do his jeans up.
Yeah, I'm a twat and I've got button jeans. I hate them. I want to get rid of them. Three out of four.
Me, Tony.
3 out of 4 buttons were open.
And also, I've gone a bit.
Also, Lisa.
I like the cardi.
Lisa Spearman did point
out
to me
straight
as well.
away,
We're stopping. Look.
I bet that's worth a few quid.
Well, look, all Saints and Fred, Jesus.
All Saints, Fred Perry, 501.
Someone's got their
Lisa Spearman comes over. She doesn't even say hi. She just goes, "Your fires are open, Sam." I'm like, bloody hell.
Yeah, where were you looking then when you got here? Obviously not in his face.
Anyway, so we talk about the game, Tony.
Let's talk about 501s. Do you remember when they first became popular in the 80s?
Do you know how much these cost?
Do you
know how much these were?
About 75, 80 quid.
No.
12 quid.
No.
How much?
Up.
What, 112?
They were 110 quid.
Why?
That's how much 501s are
Well,
these
I
days.
bought my first ever
I'm
pair
just
of
saying.
501s.
I've never heard of them.
Nick,
Oh,
do you remember
fuck off. You've never heard that Levi's 501s?
Oh, Levi's, yeah, not 501s.
Yeah, 501s. But they've all got numbers. 501s.
You know how you know they're 501s? Seems on the inside.
So how much they fucking cost.
Yeah.
I was taking some, and it's one of those situations you go in and you try them on, you think, "Oh, these are alright." I'm much like, "Oh, fuck me." Oh yeah.
Then you panic.
Of course I'll have them.
Yeah. Can I have you got? Oh, it doesn't look like you got another pair in my size. I'll just take the one pair. Then that's fine. The first pair of 501s I ever bought. I watched the advert.
You can get, Tony, 2 pairs of 501s for 220 quid.
Put them in the bag. I got my first pair, and they were called Shrink to Fit, and it was Nick Kamen.
Remember that bloke?
Nick Kamen getting in the bath, shrink fitting, right?
Remember that?
So I thought, I'll do the same. I'll shrink fit my jeans. So I filled the bath up with water, nice and warm, and I got in with my jeans on, shrink fit. Oh, that feels nice. That's lovely. And then about 12 seconds later, the water was completely blue.
Yeah, blue.
That didn't happen in the advert. And not only that, but when I let the water out, there was a blue ring all round.
Yeah.
And my mum come upstairs and she said, "Was that you?"
Nope.
Stood there in my dripping wet blue jeans.
No.
It was a dog. Anyway, the game.
The game.
Right,
we had a very good vantage point. We were sat up.
Yeah, in their new stand of 2 rows.
It's
I
actually
did mention that when they.
Yeah, it's high. It's a good vantage point. It's quite high up.
I would also, before we go any further, I would like to mention the bloke that did the commentary on 3 Counties.
Who was it?
Oh, now he's a new bloke.
Oh, is he?
He's very good. And the reason why I'm saying it is because when I was doing the garden, he referred, every time he said it, he referred to us as Milton Keynes Dons, and I thought, you're beginning to get on my fucking nerves, mate. You're going to be blunt, which he did. But then after a little while, I thought, oh, you're actually really good. And he was really, really good. I can't think of his name now. Was it Ollie Bayliss? Is that his name?
Oh yeah.
He was really good. I'm just saying, if you're listening, Chief, which I know you won't be, so fuck off, but he was good.
I think he was on Twitter. Did it? I might be
He is on Twitter.
He's
I
really,
he tweeted today. I saw something today.
Proposed to his missus.
He did, and she said yes.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
I'm just saying, because you know what it's like when a new bloke comes in, you think, oh, you're not Luke fucking Ashmead or that other bloke, you're a nuisance, mate. And I thought I'm going to text him and say, stop referring to us as Milton Keynes Dons because it's really annoying. But after a little while, I thought, oh, you're actually really, and he was really, really good.
As we both
so
know,
I'm just saying, I think
once
that was
you
his
get to a
first
certain age, change becomes pointless, scary, and.
No, he was good because if they're shit, which the majority of them are, apart from Luke and obviously this bloke, so I'm just saying, yeah, he was good.
So the game,
first off,
right,
was
let's get I'm fucking running.
First off, was
Stop
really good.
before we go any further.
I've
done 12 minutes.
12 minutes. 12 minutes of shite.
I think the first half, I was worried the whole game that because they're the best team I've seen play at Stadium MK this year.
Played us off the pitch.
And it was just written that George Williams was going to score, whether it was the first minute, 45th minute, or the 90th minute. I just wanted him to get it out of the way, and when he got taken off, I was so relieved in the second half.
I was surprised they took him off. There must have been a reason for that. Whether it's tactical or
I think Tiz looked at it, and I've not seen us press as high as we had previously.
It led to the goal,
and it led to David Wheeler shutting down their centre back, and then County scoring.
I just want to say again that just comes back to good analysis.
It does,
because that defender did not want that ball.
No,
yet the keeper still gave it to him. and the fucking pound
Yeah.
signs lit up in.
Yeah.
Who intercepted it? Was it McGrandles?
No. Wheeler intercepted it and paid it along to Cags.
Yeah, Cags got
But even then, the
19
finish.
goals, Tony.
Yeah,
The finish
19
itself.
goals.
19 league goals, mate.
21
goals,
altogether. But
Yeah.
all like
Do you remember last week when we were doing our predictions?
Who got it right, John?
Me.
Yeah. Just
2-1.
talking to which,
Just-
that's the last text I
I did
looked
send
at.
you a message.
1-2, boys, nailed on. Sunglasses emoji.
That was good.
Yeah.
I was chuffed about
Talking of, I should say actually. No, carry on, Sam. Sorry. Oh.
no, I was just going to say the first half. I thought we at half time. I was just so. I just found it bizarre that we absolutely dominated it.
I think
They
that
did
first
not-
half is arguably
What was the score at
the
half
best
time?
and
It was
most,
1-0
the
at
best,
half
the
time.
best and
To
most
us,
comfortable
to us, yeah.
to us. The best and most comfortable. The best we
Yeah.
played and the most comfortable.
And I tell you
we've
what,
looked.
again for the second week in a row, Ryan Harley ran it.
Yeah, it
I'm
was
sorry,
very good.
he obviously, from
shite,
my opinion, was told right. Gilby's not playing. You need, and he's the one who normally controls the tempo. You need to go and do that job. And he was running around the pitch, offering himself for the ball every 2 minutes. He controlled everything.
No negative.
It was
he was
very
good.
difficult to choose a man of the match.
He
as
was
well.
very good in
Really
that first
difficult.
half.
Let's
to
choose
a man
one
of the
now.
match. Well, I genuinely can't think of a. I'd
I'm
say.
choosing Russell Martin.
Well, I think that's.
Tell you what, he didn't. Him and Joe Walsh probably lost maybe one header
I
between them the
don't,
whole
I
game.
don't remember him missing anything, and the fact that they were allowed. I mean, I don't know if this is something that we're now doing, or if teams are allowing us to do it because we found a way around the press. But we have this way of dominating the middle of the pitch at the moment, which is great.
It's just utilising it in the final third. But I'd probably say Russell Martin actually. To me, it's a good shout. But
So first half, we controlled it.
Yeah.
We looked comfortable. We were very good. Second half, Sam predicted it, but it does happen pretty much in every game. He said they're going to have their good 10 minutes.
Yep. And
and
they
they
Which
did.
they did.
And they
George
scored.
Williams scored his goal, which of course it was George Williams.
Didn't celebrate.
We got moved on as well, didn't we?
Which I still don't.
I hate
I don't
that.
like. They're paying you, mate.
Fucking
Celebrate.
hate that.
You know,
I really don't like
no
that.
one's going to begrudge you for it. But anyway,
Do you know what I like? I like Adebayor sliding right in front of all the Arsenal fans and throwing their whole thing. That's what I like to
Or
see.
running the length of the pitch as well.
Yeah.
personally, this is one of the worst days of my life. But
Nah, you don't. I don't see this non-sale. I'm not getting into non-sale.
No, it's a
shit
it's
thing.
a
I think it's dumb. I don't.
it's a
agree with it,
respect thing between
but-
the
bollocks
players
to it.
more
Nah,
than
fuck
for the
them.
fans.
No.
Yeah, but he really
Oh,
didn't
Arseholes.
play with anyone there apart from Callum Britton and
Yeah,
Louis.
well, Louis, Callum Britton. Well, he's showing respect.
Although
to
that's
Louis.
what I did find
And
funny.
Lee Nicholls,
Whenever they were going up for a corner, whenever we were attacking a corner, it was always Callum Britton and George Williams that were on the halfway line.
Yeah.
And they were just talking to each other the whole time, having a
No,
laugh
lovely
and a joke.
chat.
Yeah.
All right, how's it going?
Yeah,
So-
same
Vegan
youth
burgers,
team.
yeah.
Yeah. So second half was
I've one of those burgers that Sam had, they said, because you'll shit through the heaven.
I was alright.
Didn't even
Tony,
taste
obviously that's the motor.
it was the second half was once they went 1-1.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of doom and gloom about it wouldn't have been a bad point coming away from Forest Green, of course, but
No.
when that second goal went in and the way that he celebrated it,
Yeah.
that's one of the reasons
you
I
what.
think genuinely that players
I bet he didn't celebrate it as much
advances.
as I did. Do you know what it was? I'd done the garden right
Yeah.
and I was absolutely knackered. I'd been in the allotment all morning, in the garden all afternoon, and I thought, right, I'm going to go to the pub and listen to the end of this. So I'm wandering down the high street, and I thought, so I went and got an ice cream. I'm standing in the queue. I was like, oh, shit. And as and I goes, oh, you beauty! Right, there was like right in front of me. I said, sorry, my team have just scored. And I felt like saying, I'm not saying you're not an attractive girl, but
Sorry for being a little bit there, but
Jesus.
it was purely excitement.
I've done that. That's
For-
not the
for
first time
stuff in
that's
my
happened.
ears.
I've
But
done it once.
me and Tony went the other end of the.
Did you do the old
the
non-league
Oh, we did.
Christmas?
Yeah, we swapped
We did.
ends.
We went
We
right
swapped
to the
ends.
end where
I
we
love the old
basically,
non-league
we
me.
basically waited until the kiosk, which was the same, wasn't it? It
Yeah.
was two people in this little kiosk running around trying to set out vegan pies and
Oh, no.
green cola. They had their own Coke as well,
Yeah.
and it looked horrible. I mean, I didn't try any of it, but I've seen things.
Apparently,
on
it
the
tastes
Facebook
like
group,
Diet Coke.
and I
Which
saw
is not a good
worse
thing.
reviews.
Which is
I
not
like
a good
Diet
thing.
Coke, mate.
And
That's my Coke
we went right
choice.
down the other end. We waited till the queue was finished, and we had a lovely little perch.
No, we wouldn't have been
watching
there
it.
had we not been moved on by a
We'd
steward.
been, we've been down at the barrier for about 15 minutes of the first
The only
half.
Dons fans that were actually beyond the point.
And there was a steward next to us for the whole 15 minutes looking at us and like, "You're right, mate. Yeah, not too bad."
And then when they swapped, and Fat
no,
Bloke came over.
it was the same bloke.
Was it?
That bloke. We
It
went
took
down
him
there.
15 minutes to pluck up the
we
courage
stood
to
right
ask
on the
us to
front
move
barrier.
on.
I looked at him as if to be like, "Is this okay?" And he looked at me, nodded. I went, "Okay, this is all right." We sat there for 15 minutes, and all of a sudden, he just. It's almost like someone just switched him on. He just went, "You need to move." I just went, "You went, you need to move. You need to move away from the barrier," as if we had just got there. And I said, "Mate, we've been here for 15 minutes." And he went, "You need to move. You need to move." I'm like, "Oh, all right."
So we got up on our perch. Do you remember what I did to you when we scored?
Punched him.
Twice in the chest.
Bad.
Yeah, with
Did
both
you?
fists. Yeah, I went bang bang on your chest.
Excellent. I like a punch, mate. Oh, my watch is gone.
I remember how we did
And we did
embrace in a
manhunt.
manhunt.
Yeah,
we did have a
and
big
then
manhunt.
we went. Yeah, see the Bears game last night. Yeah.
But that celebration from Martin was big, because it wasn't that.
And that to me,
But-
I think there's a lot of the reason why players do play for so long. And players
It's
like him,
that feeling.
aside from fitness,
Yeah.
that feeling you get, because he
Yeah,
looked
I
like
can
he
imagine
just
it
won the
must
World
feel
Cup
brilliant.
with a 97th
But not
minute
just that.
overhead free kick,
Brilliant.
overhead
Yeah.
kick from the
It was the
halfway
players
line.
around him. Conor McGrandles. It was like Robbie's. Chucks was beside himself.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone saw it, but he was going like at everyone, because I think everyone realised. Because you think if we'd have drawn,
It wouldn't have been a bad point.
It wouldn't have been a bad
In the
point.
context of the way we played,
Yeah.
we'd have been a little bit disappointed.
But-
But again, it's
and then
old
on the
saying,
way
you
home,
know, we'd have taken
it
a
was,
point before
But
kick-off.
having said that, we didn't. And
No.
fuck them.
yeah,
And then what happened last night?
Ooh.
fucking hell. Well, I nearly punched
I
a
would-
pizza out of someone's hand last night.
I would say.
I did. No, I swear to God, I did. I was out for my mum for Mother's Day, for a late Mother's Day last night, and I forgot the football was on. I was telling Anne earlier, so we were in Pizza Express, or ZZ, or whatever it was, and went on the 40th minute, and I saw that they're both 2-0 down. So I go, "Come on!" As a bloke coming behind me with his pizza, I punched one half of the pizza. But
We were watching the Wolves United game, and my lad was on his phone, and I said, "Oh, stop that, mate. I just thought he was just like lying." He goes, "No, honestly." And when I
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
I
I had to check it twice.
I
had to
would
refresh.
argue that last night was more important to us than Saturday was, really, because them
Well,
losing.
we done
you
done
would've-
our bit.
I mean, come
and then
on.
it could have all
Bloody
been
Bury
undone,
against
couldn't it?
Cambridge. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, but
banking
I
home.
would.
We know how
we-
bad
Banker
Cambridge
and
are.
Similar to
Cambridge
what
are
you said earlier.
appalling.
Similar to what you said earlier, I'd much rather celebrate something that we've done.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I
As
don't
opposed-
like celebrating something other people have done.
But then this weekend, I keep getting it. I need to look. I keep getting it mixed up. So Tranmere are away to Newport County, who have 2 games in hand, who are chasing the playoffs. And Newport County is one of the hardest grounds to go to in League Two at the moment. It's good. They've got one of the best home records. Mansfield are at home to Cambridge.
Yeah.
So hopefully they could do us a favour again. But last night, I thought at half time, it's nice while it lasts. It's not going to last. That one of them's going to at least get a point, or one of them's going to turn it
Yeah.
around.
Could you?
But it's
Well,
not
when it was 1-0
No.
in the Bury game, I thought Bury are going to score because they always score. Bury.
And of course, the thing was when they were 2-0 down Bury.
I thought they're even going to win 3-2 now.
Well, someone said, "Oh, if they go another goal down, then their goal difference."
Yeah, it's wiped out.
Oh, fucking hell, they've done it. I mean, the Cambridge were that. They were.
What I was
I mean,
most
look at them
disappointed
six.
about was a thread on the concrete roundabout which said things are going well so far
Yeah.
tonight, and I thought, well, that's it now.
Yeah.
That's
No.
you fucked
Well,
it.
Cambridge came out themselves and they tweeted saying it's the best display
was.
they've
I
had
mean,
all
no
season.
one
So
done.
thanks for that. But
What
yeah,
did I say
about
though?
result?
You said to me at Christmas, "Who do you think's going to drop away?" And I said, "Bury."
You're leaving it late, I'm going to say. You're leaving
well,
it late.
I'm
6
saying.
games to go.
Well, you know
Just
what?
saying.
I think a massive part of that is oh my god, I can't remember his name. The lad who got sent off
yeah, plus
the
they've
week
got
before, who was there,
That's
who
3
was
games,
there
isn't it?
Gilby, and it's a straight red.
right. So
Yeah.
And their numbers. Oh, it begins with an M.
Oh,
I know the one
his
you're
name.
talking about.
Alfredo Morelos, he got sent off at the
Again.
weekend.
Yeah,
Um,
again.
But yeah, I reckon it's probably a
I'll tell you what, I'd
mixture.
have fucking taken. I'd have hit him as well. I'd have hit him harder.
It's a
than that.
mixture
But
of
anyway,
that. But yes, but I mean, it's not just that. Goal difference wise, we have the same goal difference
Yeah.
now as Bury, but they've scored more.
We're second.
We're
And
second,
they're
they're third, Lincoln
There's
are
no.
first,
Yeah,
and we've got
we've
them
got
this
more
weekend.
points than them. So
Luke
bollocks.
McCulloch. Same.
He's a Scottish gentleman.
No.
Oh no, that's Tranmere's main
Look at
man.
their old
wasn't
thing.
him.
Tranmere's main
I want
man.
to say more.
Danny Mayer.
Mayor.
Danny Mayer.
He had a mare.
Yeah.
He's their captain, isn't he? Is he their captain?
No, he's number. He doesn't. No, I don't think so.
No.
He's number 10. I know that.
So yeah, generally the last 3 or 4 days have been
Been pretty
spectacularly
good, yeah.
good for us, and We're still second. Our goal difference hasn't improved, but the teams behind us.
We're 25.
There's
Barry and 25. Goal difference wise.
And we're 3 points ahead of Barry, aren't we?
We win this weekend.
We're 1
we
point
are.
ahead of them, aren't we?
I don't want to get ahead of
I
myself.
thought we were 1 point ahead of them. What's the point?
No, we're 1 point ahead of them.
Oh, it's
We're 3 points ahead of Mansfield. We're a point ahead of
that's
Berry.
it. Sorry,
And I'm happy that everyone who could contest against us, we're all now in the same.
That's right. That's what I
games.
can't get in my head.
We're all in the same games now.
If we lose and Berry win, we'll still be third, depending on what Mansfield do, obviously, and goal difference wise and so on.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't want to get ahead of myself because I'm normally a realist and not an optimist. But this weekend, if we were to win, which I think we will more than capable than doing,
I think we will
we
win.
have taken ourselves from happy to get into the playoffs. When someone tweeted the other day, well, actually last night, the day we'd lost to Swindon and we were 8th.
Yeah.
And now 9 games later we're second and we've won 7. We've won
I know,
7
it's
out of
astonishing,
9.
really.
It's just going around in circles. Like Christmas, we were sat here, weren't we? And then a month later, after Christmas, we were back down in the dumps. What a difference! It
But we
makes
could go
in
from
3 or 4 games.
we would go from then where I would probably said, "Oh, just settle for the playoffs," to now we come 5 p.m. on Saturday. If we beat Lincoln, we're in a title race with them. We're within 5 points of them. And sorry, that's a title race. So you never know. I mean,
how many games have we got left?
6.
3
home, 3 away.
Oh, that's good.
So if we had to go for them now,
I'll be honest.
So
this
weekend,
back of season,
this weekend,
tired
what do you reckon? I think I would.
You know, I always say we're going to win, but I think it will be. They're bringing 5,500 roughly.
Yeah, but we've sold a lot home.
Yeah, but
sold a lot
we
at home.
need. They are going to sing.
Yeah,
they are going to sing, and there is a little bit of a push on Twitter.
It's a day out for them, but we're not a big club.
Yeah, we're not a real club, and we're not giving you our money. So you can.
I want to talk about that.
There's going to be 5,500 of them.
Yeah.
And our fans really need to step it up on Saturday.
Oh, they will.
Not just the amount of singing, but the volume and the. It needs to be for extended periods.
They always respond.
I'm just saying.
Tony, to
I
that
want
kind
them
of
to.
This
I
game
want them
has
to.
been built up a lot. And
Yeah.
This is the biggest game of the season so far. It just does.
And we said that quite a while back, didn't we? As well.
So for me, looking at it, Lincoln, I think we could win 3 points.
Yep, I'll take that.
Tranmere away.
I think that's going to be the hardest game of the 6.
I think it will be a draw.
I would say a draw then.
Notts County away.
Oh, they're fucking.
Annoyingly, they have turned it on and
Nah,
then
fuck them. Yeah.
wrong point
you're going to beat them.
but they're better away from home.
Yeah.
So I would say a win there. Port Vale at home, win.
We should win that.
And then I think if I was a betting man,
Which he has done.
I would say it's going to be settled Colchester away. I think we'll know. Even if it's not mathematical, we will know all but that we're promoted or not. And I think Mansfield will just be a massive.
I'm not really
party.
That keen if we finish first, second, or third. Just as long as we are not.
No, I fully agree. I could not give a shit about winning it.
I'd like to win it, obviously, because it would be.
We're there now. We're second.
We're
second with 6 games to go. Still a lot of points, but no one's going to take 18 points from the last 6 games. If they do, they deserve whatever happens to them. But
there's no reason why we can't.
We don't think.
We could do it. Yeah,
if we got 6 points,
so
if let's say we got 6 points in the next 2 games, Lincoln home, Tranmere away, which isn't.
No, it's not.
And also, it's effectively taking points away
from
them
that.
As well.
After that, there's no reason as to why we couldn't.
Yeah, I mean that's the one good thing about playing those teams that are around us is that we're taking the points from them. Yeah. And they're not gaining those points.
And not just that, we've got 2 very tough games.
They're thinking the same, obviously.
We've got 2 very tough games followed by 2 games. I'm not disrespect to them. But games that we should win.
Oh shit, those teams.
And then those 2 games, if we let's say we get 4 points next 2 games, and then we go into Notts County and Port Vale and we get 6 from them, you would have thought that it should really be. It could be done by even before Colchester.
The thing is, because it's not only us. It's not only us playing.
We're going to have a party in the last day, Tony.
We will. It's not only us playing Colchester,
Look at everyone on the
Mansfield,
pitch.
Tranmere. The other teams
They've
are
got
also
poles in the
playing.
pitch,
Have you
Tony.
seen Tranmere's run? They've got Forest Green at home, Bury at home, Lincoln away. No, sorry, us at home, Bury at home, Lincoln away, Forest Green at home.
Jeez, I don't like to be
in a row.
I would not like to be in that situation.
No.
Quite
and after what happened last night, like I said, you keep Norwood shut, they are shit.
Yeah.
And they obviously did that, or something happened, and happy
I mean,
days.
that was genuinely an astonishing result last night at like Bury. I mean, No way. I mean, I would have bet against that happening if I'd been a betting man, which I genuinely am not. But
no, I'm terrible at it.
no, I
I
mean,
did a dry
just
run
think
on a few
no
accumulators.
chance.
I'm clueless.
No
I don't know why
chance
anybody
you're
would do
going to go
that.
for that. You
So,
know.
a very, 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 very good win.
It's been
A
good.
very, very, very
Good
good
week.
night last night.
It's a good
Been
week.
alright.
And now, whilst I was in the queue for my beer,
Oh,
second time round,
where?
At Forest Green.
All right.
a gentleman came up to me and
He did.
advised me.
I've heard this.
He advised me of a
A
mistake
mistake.
made on last week's show.
Who showed me this?
You may not have heard this, no, but it would be childish and
I bet
petty.
It would be.
It would be childish and
therefore,
petty of
let's
me
do it.
to make him record his apology.
Oh yes,
Hello, John. This is John Samuel. I'd humbly like to apologise. I did make a boo-boo on the podcast the other night. In fact, George Williams was the youngest player to score in a competitive MK Dons game, and I got George Razulu mixed up.
Razulu, yeah.
Who's Razulu?
I don't know, but yeah, that's another mistake.
Let's put that film up
it's
there,
just full of them.
I know who Giorgio
Stop
Razzulo.
chucking them bloody spears.
Is that me?
You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
Remember that? Ah.
Yeah, that was in the. Was
good
that
film,
in
that.
Zulu as well?
Yeah,
Can't remember.
yeah,
it was all in
He's
Zulu.
only ever done one film. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. So yeah, that's good.
Can I do that again?
Yeah, go
You're
on.
only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
You're good at that.
That is very good, isn't
Yeah,
it?
who was it that one of them thought you were once? Remember, one of the AFC thought you were some comedian. bloke,
Yeah, oh
wasn't it?
yeah, I get it a lot when I was on the,
think
when I
who
was
it
on the
was.
radio. I used to get this all the time.
Who was it?
Are you sure you're not Sean Locke?
Sean Locke.
Yeah,
That's who it
yeah.
was,
I used to
yeah.
get it all the time, every
Sean Locke.
fucking week. Yeah.
Ah,
If
yeah.
you ever listen,
you did
because
yourself like a
obviously
twat.
different recording mediums and
You got a very monotone
devices.
What was that?
But yeah, no, the radio station recording equipment made me sound exactly like Sean Locke for some reason.
Sean Locke.
Oh, I think it was my lanyard.
But yeah, they did think
I
that
can't turn
for a
that-
while that
I've turned the lights on.
Sean Locke was
it's got it,
was
I've got it.
moonlighting as an
Well,
MK
he's
Dons
found
fan.
you on
Got it. Put it on the floor.
You know who was an MK Dons fan? Billy Ocean.
I
Sam's
don't
not
get
laughing
it.
at that, is he?
So I've got a letter. Don't know if
Oh.
you've seen this one, John.
Oh.
I've only spotted it today.
Where'd
So
it come
last week
from?
I asked for other
Quite like the
people's
fact that I don't
thoughts.
see the emails because it's all a surprise to me.
Yeah.
I deleted a load of emails last night to clean that thing up.
Did you?
And there was nothing
Yeah,
on
I
it
took
then.
them out of the trash last time.
Ah,
we did
right.
that.
Oh, sorry.
Did you notice that? Because I know you deleted them by accident. I actually found them and
Sorry.
put them back in the inbox.
Oh, I've had the letter. Go on.
We've had a letter from David Saunders again.
Oh, he's
He said,
prolific.
it goes. I haven't read this yet.
Oh, go on.
I read the first 3 lines, and
You've
then
gone in blind to this. Could be anything.
yeah. So this is in response to our request to get your feedback on what you thought of the big question last week. He says, in my opinion, the move has to be considered a success. All teams go through good and bad form times. That's the real big point there. We've just been very lucky that since the club arrived in MK, for the most part, we've experienced a lot of good times and only a few genuinely bad times. So for me, the judgment of if the move has been a success shouldn't really be judged on the performance of the team on the pitch. In 15 years, we've managed to get a hardcore of around 5,000 to 6,000 fans. What we've seen tickets this season, 5,000.
Just over 5, yeah.
Just over 5.
Good, isn't it?
Fans who turn up, rain or shine, from nothing, barring those few hundred hardy souls who followed the club after the move. Even after 3 seasons of meh results, we've not really suffered the kind of hemorrhaging of support that many predicted if we started struggling. Add to this the excellent rapport the club appears to have with the local business community, all the set stuff that happens, world-class stadium and facilities, the steady stream of young players coming through the youth setup, including those who have moved on, all being released and are playing at National League North, South and above, is amazing. And of course the previously mentioned business model being adopted to ensure we don't become Bolton or a club like Swindon who lurch from one financial crisis to the other. Another good point.
A good point now.
We've reached, it's called infrastructure basically, isn't it? We've reached the point now where the fan base is going to grow organically, and we're already seeing the second generation of supporters for who MK Dons is the only team they've supported. So hopefully
That's true. That.
the core
Fully
support
agree
of
with
now.
everything
Yeah.
you said there.
the core support of hardcore fans will also grow, and there is now a generation of fans who have
Absolutely
only ever
agree with
known
that.
or followed MK Dons.
Yeah,
Bang
my
on.
lad. What my lad's 26. He didn't follow any other team.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Well,
people who
look-
never went to football who come to
Look
football.
this week now. Bury aren't turning up because they're not getting paid. Bolton aren't turning up because they're not getting paid. Maxfield are getting wound up.
Yeah.
Port Vale have a bloke who just wants to sell them.
Let's
Look at
talk
the
about
Oystons.
Fulham.
Well, what could happen there?
Let's talk about
They've spent
Fulham.
100
They
million
spent
and they're getting
£100
relegated.
million And I was thinking last night when I was watching the results come in, I'm thinking, I really hope you blokes get relegated tonight with however many games it is, 5 or 6 games still to go, because you really deserve it, because that is an unsustainable business model. And I was thinking, alright, we might be in League 2, but we're not in hock to anyone, are we? We're not like thinking...
Someone else mentioned it on the forum that there are players playing for teams in League 2 who you would consider to be smaller than us, whose top paid players are paid more than our top paid players, because they don't have a wage structure that we have, which was reinforced in Cole's time mainly, but that has I mean there was not so much a wage cap as such. It's quite complicated.
There's quite a lot of people in the past like saying that, and I admit I'd be a liar if I said I weren't one of them, but you look at that stadium and you're thinking, you've spent all this money on this shit, you could have maybe built a smaller stadium and spent money on players. But I'll admit I was wrong with that, because you've only got to look at Bury.
It's a big stadium with a 300 plus
wage bill,
300 plus room hotel in it, and 300 is the magic number. Any large business, I'm told, who wants
that's a good album, isn't it?
Yeah,
Soul. 30 years old, that album.
I know. That was the second CD.
I'm 25, so sorry about that.
The magic number for
it is.
Any business booking conferences and that sort of thing is 300. They will not find a hotel less than 300 rooms.
I'll say one thing. Well done for talking right through me. The
reason I said that is because I couldn't remember who said it to me, and now I can't back it up.
Oh, who cares who it was? Somebody it was.
It's probably a Dons fan, actually.
But so you look at other clubs like that. I mean, I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that Bolton, before I think in the era when they're Championship or even League One, when they had Jay Spearing and another player, maybe it might be Rob Wheat, I can't remember, who were just on tens of thousands a week in League One.
I watched
it's mental.
Whatever it is, the Johnston Paint Trophy this weekend.
Yeah.
And what's his name? Like missed that penalty. That dirty bastard. That dirty bastard that took. Remember when we played them, when he fouled someone and for the rest of the night he got sent off, didn't he? When they came. Remember that? And anyway, what's his name? He's been at Sunderland for ages.
Oh, Lee Cattermole.
Yeah, and I'm thinking to myself, you're still at Sunderland. I wonder how much they're paying you, or are you the kind of guy that just this is my club kind of thing? But I'm thinking that's an unsustainable business model to have players of that stature still at your club. It's got to be.
Going back to Fulham, their owner has so much money that he wanted to buy Wembley outright.
He did. You're correct. Yeah.
So when you have,
and that was a going.
That was last year.
That was the beginning of the season. Thing. It was going to happen, wasn't it?
To spend £100 million on players that, let's be honest, weren't that proven.
I know.
And he still had enough money to go and say, and I'll buy Wembley as well.
And they were playing good football in the Championship. Yeah. And they got rid of 12
players.
Well,
look at Wolves. Wolves spent a lot of money, admittedly, but they based their team around who they had come up last year.
And they live within their means.
Yes.
In Neves and Conor Cody and Doherty and all these players that they had.
They were good last night.
They built it. And Wolves have done it. Wolves have smashed it. Wolves have had such a good year. And it just shows that if you throw money...
Cardiff. Did you see Neil Warnock at the weekend?
When he did
just
a stand-off.
stood and staring.
I hate him.
I love it.
I fucking hate you, mate.
You got to admire him for that.
No.
Just his balls out, fuck you sort of
Do you know what Neil Warnock is an anagram of? You'll know this.
Yes, I do. Colin Wanker.
Colin Wanker.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Never a more aptly named anagram. Anyway, carry on.
Tweet from Peter Holmes.
Oh, Holmesy. God, I haven't heard him for a while. All right, Pete.
He says, just listen to the podcast. In relation to the question, has it been a success? In some respects it has, and also very frustrating in others. But
Stairsy, isn't it, Peter?
Stairsy, yeah.
Oh, Stairsy.
He says, but would I not be there against Lincoln on Saturday or Yeovil last week? No. I still love this club as much.
I'll be honest with you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go on Sky and see what the big film is, and if there's a good film on Sky Saturday afternoon, I'm watching that. Come round my house, Stairsy.
I haven't got Sky, so I'll have to go to football instead.
We'll see what it is. You know what this big week's film was? Skyscraper, starring The Rock.
Oh, that sounds delightful.
Watch that if
or
you like.
I could just poke myself in the eye with a Stanley knife.
A sharp stick.
Can I do it? Yeah. I'll do it whilst going through the
it's alright taking the piss, but I think what's happened, like Birmingham, they're in the shit as well, aren't they, for some
Birmingham got deducted points, 12 points.
Yourself,
Bolton looked like that's about to happen to them. If Bury could
Birmingham's was FFP, wasn't it?
Yeah, they spent too much than they...
Which is what I don't understand is, How have QPR still managed to get away with
Because if you with FFP, basically you have to obviously spend the grand thing. You have to spend within your means, basically.
Yeah.
And your wage bill has to be within the same proportion and whatever. But if you spend more than what you have, so if you spend a tenner and you spend 15 quid, so if you've earned a tenner, you spend 15 quid.
Yeah.
Their owners and basically the money source, they have to turn around and say it's fine. Here's my reserves. I can afford to pay that. Now, what's happened, I'd imagine, at Bolton, is it Ken Anderson, who's their chief exec, who is paying him and his son extortionate amounts of money
to back it up.
They're turning around saying, you owe us a shitload of money, and he's going, well, I don't have it to pay back. It's the same as Bury. It's the same as what Leyton Orient would have done. It's the same as Blackpool, where the Oystons were just siphoning money out at a ridiculous rate. They're paying them. I've read it up. They were paying themselves fees that when they got promoted to the Premier League, Carl Oyston paid his dad, Owen Oyston, who had been removed from the board, and he was paying his dad a consultancy fee of hundreds of thousands of pounds.
You seen the state of him? No offence.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
I had to,
when I saw that photo,
and people
I thought,
slag Pete off. You're like, you know what?
As a club, we are extremely stable, from what I can gather. There's no reason why we aren't. We've got 3 concerts in the summer. We've got the darts all the time. We've got all this stuff. Anyway, we digress.
We still make a loss, but so do most
do
football
we?
clubs.
I don't even know if we do. We can't do.
Well, as a
you know
football
who to
club,
ask?
As a football club.
Yeah.
Ask anyone at Wimbledon how
Yeah,
much they look,
that's
and
true.
they'll tell you
They've
straight
got
away.
they've got the
God,
accounts
they've got a
memorised.
spreadsheet.
Anyway, away from that, I've also got Jonathan Harris has sent us the words to Tisdale's at the wheel, which I won't read out.
Oh, go on.
Go on then. Tisdale, can you do the tune, Sam, for me? Can you do the background music?
Sing it. How does it go?
It's The Waterfall by Stone Roses.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I can't. I'm not going. I sang last week and you shut me down for it.
Tisdale's at the wheel. Tell me how good does it feel?
No, that's not it.
Oh right.
Well,
you won't sing it. You can't fucking say good.
You just lurched your head forward.
Right, Steve, tell me where to come in and I'll sing. Right, you do the tune and then go like that and I'll come in.
I don't think I want to do that.
Yes, you do.
No, let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can find the instrumental on YouTube.
The instrumental on YouTube.
Anyway, read it out, Tony. Never
right,
mind.
it says here, Tisdale's
Sing
at the
along
wheel.
at home.
Tisdale's at the wheel. Tell me how good does it feel? We've got Moore, Taylor, Willow and Walsh. Kieran A. Guard is scoring us goals. Fuck the Cobblers and the AFC. We're Milton Keynes. Hashtag MK Dons. I don't think that bit's in there.
The hashtag it.
Yeah, the hashtag bit's
He's just
probably
throwing in a personal vendetta into the song there.
Also, and this is very, very, very important.
Feedback this week.
I tried to find the instrumental, and all I found was TLC Waterfalls, which I think is a better find, to be if I'm honest.
She's dead, isn't she?
Right.
She is. Lisa Left Eye Lopez, dead she is.
Oh.
Yes, she is actually very dead. Yeah, I remember she died. Funnily enough. Right, so this isn't anything necessarily related to anything to do with this show or.
I found the
instrumental
instrumental now, but it's too late, isn't it?
Ah, too late now.
Oh well.
Go on. No, go on.
No.
Oh right, okay. Right, so if you
said no, Tony.
if you're on the old Twitter, go and look for
you out in Callum.
at Callum Reed. So that's Callum CALLUM READ.
Okay.
Right, we got that.
Right, I'm watching
at
it now.
Callum Reed.
Right, okay.
This is when he worked at Bolton.
Who's he?
Who's he?
He's the other press boy. He's the younger press boy.
Media
Right.
guy.
Look at the way he goes down. Bang! Gone! Straight on his head. Right, so at Callum Reed on Twitter.
It's very funny.
It's the first entry on his Twitter.
It's one of those gifs that you can't stop watching.
You can't stop watching it. You just can't stop.
Head.
So, to give you an idea, if the idea of a man
used
kicking a football, falling over, and then
banging his
head
Hello.
amuses you,
He worked
get on his Twitter.
He worked at Bolton before he came here, and that was obviously pitch solid.
Jesus.
And if anybody remembers my Wigan stumble,
good luck
it is
to him.
10 times better than me falling over at Wigan, I can assure you.
Yeah, we've got quite a few retweets, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I was straight in there. I retweeted it, and loads of people retweeted
Oh,
it.
so it's because you retweeted it.
Because I did, yeah. I then sent it to Louis Caggs.
Oh, good for them. Is Lewington on Twitter?
No, he's on no social media. He has got a Facebook page. His photos from about 1987.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
I think it's a bad idea for football players to be on
It is.
Twitter.
It's a very bad
an
idea for them to be on
astonishingly bad
social
idea.
media. especially if you're England's #1 goalkeeper.
Well, that's
Uh,
No, we're not going to talk about that. But all we are going to say is that why can't footballers go out?
Thank
and
you.
night out? Simple.
In July,
without some guy
in
following
July,
you about and slagging you
you
off.
would have let that bloke shag your missus in front of you for saving that penalty against Colombia.
Well, I wouldn't. I've got to be blunt.
Well,
I'd
I'd let him
definitely
shake
consider
misses,
it.
but
I would definitely considered it.
This is my 30th wedding anniversary this year. Yeah, pair of cheeky
And
bastards.
you're Scottish.
hold on, come here, love. Guess what I've got you for our anniversary? This is Jordan.
A Mackham.
A very short
It does piss me off though
goalkeeper.
that literally he's out having
Yeah.
a few mates taking a picture with
Yeah,
someone.
fuck them,
Some bloke's
you know.
come up saying, "Oh, Butterfingers," but then apparently I saw today that there was rumours that
What happened
someone
to go
went
at
up
his
to him.
wife, weren't they?
Yeah, they
His
called
girlfriend.
his wife or his missus a fat slag. Or
Well, the
something.
thing is, a player's not going to react like that
Allegedly,
unless
isn't
there is severe provocation in general.
Anyway,
they
we're
get
not
it
here
at
to
football
talk
matches
about
and they don't go
Jordan.
punch people in the face in football unless they're Rangers.
That's the Rangers.
Players.
Did you see
Yeah.
that? Oh man, how funny was that? It was funny. I've screenshotted that.
Yeah, I saw
When he
that.
saved
Yeah,
that
yeah,
up for a
Scott
little
Brown
while.
is like the meant to be the Bond villain football player,
He's
but he goes on like a sack of shit, doesn't he?
Oh, he's an
Yeah, yeah,
arsehole,
yeah.
he is. It
But I
was
like the
funny
fact that
when
the
I did like his
SPFL
Twitter.
have off. What was the lad who only got booked? Is it Kent?
Ryan Kent. Ryan Kent
He came
didn't-
out and they did a statement saying we have offered him a 3-match ban. I'm like,
That's funny.
Offered him?
but yeah, it's like you know what?
He's on loan from Liverpool. It was so funny. I just like
Thought
what
I
happened
recognised
was
that
I
name,
watched it
actually.
right, obviously, and as soon as it finished, I turned it off. And then all on Twitter, it's oh bloody hell, and like young Albie's going, that scenes you don't like to see at football. And I thought, I wonder what's happened. I put it on, and the picture of fucking he's punching Scott Brown in the face. It was so funny. I thought, I don't care if I've lost it, just to punch Scott Brown in the face. God, he floored them. It was funny. I
Right.
can't stand Scott Brown, Tony, if I'm being honest.
I get that feeling.
Just saying.
Have you you got no feedback emails or anything like that? I'm
Oh, I
sure
can't
I've missed one,
remember what
but
it was. There
I
is
think we've
some
covered
stuff,
everything.
but-
Oh, we got a quiz, Samuel.
We do.
Oh, we've got a quiz. Oh, we've got
Why
a
are you
quiz.
surprised? We always do.
Well, because I don't have to remind you.
Not
But
right,
I normally ask
I
you
was
in
at
advance.
work today. I was in my car
Yeah.
at 6
I've been
a.m.
unable to meet you before the
I was
game.
up
It's
at-
for various
5-3,
reasons as well.
Tony.
5-3. So
One thing I will say before we do the quiz
Oh,
is, don't worry, it's not any forced screen ticket
Oh,
news
really?
now.
sorry. No, do it now.
oh yeah, the Colchester thing.
Tranmere, to be honest, if you can go because it should be a very
I ain't going
good
there.
day. Notts County. All I'm going to say about Colchester, I'm not going to go through
the whole
tickets
process. Just
because
buy
it
them
is
by this.
mental. It's fucking mental. What they've got 4 different prices
I
for
warned
tickets depending on when
you
buy
buy
the
them,
ticket.
which way the wind's
Put it this
blowing.
way: if you listen to this on Friday night,
Get them then.
get the tickets before the fifth. Like the cheapest it can be now is a 5th, and it goes up every week leading up to the game. It's a bit the most
Well, this
expensive.
is the third. So you,
The most expensive is
the most
22
expensive
quid
will
on the
be
day.
22 quid on
Yeah.
the day. But just so you know, obviously it will be the last away game.
is it not like 15 quid if you buy them now?
15.50 for an
still-
adult.
Is it-
It's quite a cheaper.
Quite a lot
It's
of
fair.
money.
15.50.
So all I say is book as soon as you can.
It's quite a nice ground. It's just that
If you're
pain in the
at,
arse.
if you're at the game on Saturday and you can turn up before or after the game, then crack on. But what I can say, the thing that won't change is that the coach will leave at 10:30, and the
You
travel.
going by coach, Tony?
Well, just so
still
people know,
looking at
the
the train.
coach. The
Still
coach is
looking at the train.
18 quid.
That's cheap.
Which,
but
if
there's
you're
no
not-
beer available, Tony.
If you're not bothered
No.
about having a beer or whatever,
Um,
then it's probably your best option. But in terms of I think
you must be able to buy beer at the ground.
No, you must
so-
be able to. Yeah, but
Yeah,
at the same time, I don't
knock
know.
on someone's door, couldn't you? Any chance of a beer? Couldn't you?
There's nothing around the ground. There's literally nothing around the
No,
ground.
nothing.
There's
at all.
nothing.
Nothing
There's,
at all.
it's
So-
a shit place to have a football
I know
ground.
that you can go from Milton Keynes or
It reminds me
Hitchin or
of
whatever.
Sixfields, except I've picked it up and
Actually, am I
put
right
it in
in
an
thinking?
even shitter place.
Did I see someone? I need to check this. Someone did say if you go direct from Bedford, you can get a direct train to Colchester, or it might have been Tranmere,
No, it's not going.
or it might have been Notts
Can't
County.
be Tranmere, can it? From fucking Bedford.
No,
Work
someone
it
did say.
out.
I need to look at that. Anyway, also, and this is a little bit cheeky.
Oh, go on.
But I'm looking for a group save
can't
to jump
ask
on.
people for money, Tony.
No,
innit?
well, you can pay for my ticket if you want, but we're looking for a group save. There's 3 of us going to Notts County and probably Colchester.
When is Notts County?
I want to get on a group save because at the moment the train ticket's horrendously expensive.
When is Notts County?
Notts County
Good
is
Friday.
Good
Oh,
Friday,
no,
yeah.
I'm busy Good Friday.
Again,
Genuinely am. I'm not just making it
going
up.
to church.
Probably. I've got religion.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so if you have a group save and you've got a spare 3 spaces, or you want to boost it by 3, drop me an email.
What about young Al?
MK
He's
Don's
always
radio
available
show.
for. Right, there we go. Quiz.
Done.
Wait, that wasn't
Right,
that
quiz.
wasn't worth it, was it?
No, it wasn't.
No, it
No,
wasn't.
no.
Right.
Might want to listen to the end of the podcast for this one.
Quiz.
Music for this.
Also, has
Uncle-
anybody mentioned the bonus track at the end of podcasts?
No one listens to the end of the
So
podcast.
there is a
you got-
bonus. There's a bonus track at
Only
the
for
end
us,
of
Tony.
end of every single
Yeah, there
podcast. No, that's terrible. That's a lie. That's an absolute lie.
Not every podcast.
Not every podcast. For the last,
2 or
the
3
last
weeks.
last week's
Last week's was a good one.
episode 20
That was a good one.
and episode 18 has also
18,
got
I
one.
think, yeah.
18 and 20 there's a bonus track after the outro.
After the music fades
Uh,
away, listen right to
Have a
the
listen.
very
Have a
end.
listen. Yeah,
And you hear bits we cut out where we slag everyone off.
yeah. No names mentioned, of course, but you
Right.
might know who we're talking about.
Yeah, you will do.
Right, quiz.
29th of February 1988 makes him 31.
29th.
29th of February.
So he's not actually 28 then. He's more like 6.
29th of February.
It's not funny, is it?
How old
No,
is he?
but it's technically true.
Sorry, what the hell old is he?
31.
31. Oh, Jesus. I broke a drum kit there.
John just fell into a drum kit there, if
Jesus,
anybody's
sorry.
interested.
31.
Sean O'Hanlon.
No, it's not Sean O'Hanlon. You've tried him before. 31. Ooh. I'm going, this is my new default, Aaron Durran. Don't look at those pictures on that wall looking for someone to say. None of them were 31, Tony.
Who'd you go with?
Aaron Durran.
Aaron Doran.
Ardern. No. 20,
it's not him, wow.
25 appearances, 0 goals.
Ooh.
No goals.
Sean Cummings.
Good one,
We've had
Tony.
him. But
I'm going that old boy that plays for Cardiff. Oh, what's his name? One of those brothers. One of them's at Norwich, one's at Cardiff. With us when we
nah,
got promoted.
he scored. He's not 31. He's like.
Can I say it's I know who you
22.
mean, but it's not him. You're thinking of Jacob, Josh Murphy.
I'm thinking of him. Josh Murphy.
No.
Oh,
He'll be gutted. You think he's 31?
why?
He's not 31.
He's done
He's
last.
like
He's early
20,
20s.
22, 23.
He's the only one I can think of at the minute.
Represented England at under 17s and 19s level.
Ooh, that's a good one. And he's 31.
He's 31, yeah.
And he's not scored any goals.
Kyle No.
Nah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
it.
him.
Fucked it now.
Not Kyle McFadden, is it?
No, I can remember him scoring.
Joe Walsh. Oh, Tony, it's Joe Walsh. You know what it is? That is Joe Walsh.
Who scored about 3 weeks ago?
He
you mean?
signed on loan from Bristol City in 2017.
Fuck me, that's one of your boys, Tony.
It is.
Hey, one of your
Is it?
boys, Tony.
I thought you'd left by then.
17.
Is it?
Bristol City.
Is it J. Emmanuel Thomas?
No, we got him from bloody
We only had him like 4 weeks ago.
thing, didn't we?
Yeah.
It was our bonus round because we ran out of questions.
It's not him, Tony.
Oh no.
I do know he plays in Vietnam now, though. No, you've said your guess now.
31. I can't think who we had on loan from them. Not scored any goals. No, I'll pass.
No?
Don't know.
He wore the number 12 shirt when he played for us.
God, I printed that shirt. I must have done. Well, you did
Well,
actually.
you did, Sam.
I brought it up.
I've printed
and you
every
printed
shirt
it
the
for
last
us.
Can you
4
print that
years.
shit for me? Number 12 shirt.
Number 12. So
I suspect
number 12 was
goalkeeper.
Reevesy before that, and then I gave him number 10. So number 12.
I love this.
Bloody hell, I can't think. I don't think we had anyone on loan from Bristol City. I can't think. Well, we're taking on for that
I've
shit.
got a feeling we had 2 players from Bristol City very close together.
People are shouting at the wireless.
They
right
are,
now.
aren't they? Go on. Just the last clue.
Yeah, I don't know.
Scott Goldborn.
Oh, that's a good one, isn't it? That's a very good one, that is. Yeah, crack.
No, he wasn't one of mine actually.
I don't think he was.
No, he wasn't. No.
I don't think he was.
But that makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah, I'm glad for you.
And he wasn't. He wasn't the one I was thinking.
That's why I thought doing that last guess would be a little bit.
That's a
Little
good
bit
one.
put you-
That is a good one to get. That's a good
That
one.
was a good. That was a
I'm
good
very
one. I
pleased
like
with
that.
that.
18th of April 1979 makes him 39.
Oh, Jesus.
April. Oh, April. 39. Diddy Haman.
That's what I was going to say, Didi man.
No.
Oh, fucking he's-
Played for England at every level from under 18s.
Matt Upson.
Bloody hell, that bloke with blonde hair.
Oh
Played for United.
God, no!
Fucking Fucking hell, the guy that broke his leg at Man United.
John Arisa kicked a ball at him and it broke his leg.
Oh, bloody hell, with the blonde hair, he was it.
Very good looking.
Notts County for
Loves
a
a
while.
cup of tea. The only footballer who's ever been on the front page and the back page of the News of the World on the same day.
Yes, him. Oh, I wish he'd shut up with that loft
I'm
next
going to
to
put you out your misery, and it's not Alan Smith.
Ah, it was Alan Smith! Fucking is him.
It is Matt Upson.
Say, Tony.
Arsenal signed him for $2 million.
Everyone told
He
me.
retired after leaving us in 2016, and he only made 3 league appearances for us.
If
in
you'd
the
said he'd
Championship
retired
season.
for us, I would have said that annoying bastard off a TalkSport
I've
radio.
got a story for you after this.
7th of July 1983 makes him 35.
Sean O'Hanlon.
No, that is... Oh, that guy that's at Bury at the minute. Manager at Bury.
Nah, he's older than
That
that.
It's
is
not Ryan Lowe.
Ryan Lowe, that's who that is.
17 appearances, 4
Oh,
goals.
not. Oh,
Oh, 17 appearances, 4 goals.
17 and 4.
And he's 35.
35.
Ah.
is it Jimi Hendrix?
No, it's not him. No pictures of Jimi Hendrix in here. Where's the pictures of
that?
Jimi Hendrix? Oh. That's fucking Captain Beefheart, you complete helmet.
Is it? It looks like. It looks well from this distance at this angle.
He's playing a fucking clarinet. Fuck me. That famous clarinet player, Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix on the clarinet, setting right to it.
I'm just gonna roll it out. It's not Hendrix.
Not Jimi
No,
Hendrix.
I've not had a
yeah.
guess yet.
Or Captain Beefheart.
Well, I'll go Alan Smith then.
No.
Oh, fuck. I thought it was
He's
Philip
older than
Lofton.
35 now.
Ah, you say that?
He currently plays for another League 2 side.
Oh,
He's 35.
blimey, he's quite an age then. Alex Ravel, he's older than you look.
1-1.
Is he really 35?
Yeah?
Wow.
Fuck me, Tony.
Signed on a free in January 2017, and he
1-1
saved a
Tony.
penalty away at
He
Preston.
did, remember that? Ooh, Tony,
I was there.
did.
And then I think he hit his face on the post.
No,
Didn't
he smashed his head on that. He dived so far, he smashed his head. And the bad thing about it was that we didn't have another spare goalie shirt for a blood spare.
It was a purple one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, anyway.
1-0, Tony, I'm pleased with that.
29th of April 1991 makes him 27.
I'm going Kieran Agard. That's him, you know what?
I'm going to
fucking
go.
is. Don't look at the pictures on the wall.
Kieran Agard isn't in it.
I've not got any pictures of Milton Keynes Dons players on these walls, Tony. Don't look at the pictures on the walls!
David Banjo.
David fucking Banjo.
So it's a ukulele, but.
Signed on loan from Spurs.
Ah!
That is...
You know this, and I know this.
I seen him driving through Harpenden one day in an open top car and I said, oh, we used to eat bloody L.
His name sounds exactly like.
L begins with an L, Tony. His second name's L. Oh, man. Oh, he was in the squad that day we played the Johnson's Paint Trophy, but he never played, but he had a nice suit nonetheless. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, God, what's his name?
On loan from Spurs. It's not what I'm thinking of.
That is who I'm thinking of. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, I can't think of his bloody name now. He's at Hull or something at the minute, isn't he?
No, it's not him. We had him a few weeks ago.
Oh, carry on.
Jake
man.
Livermore.
That's who I'm thinking of.
No.
Oh, bollocks.
You got him the other week.
Did I?
Represented England from under 16s to 21s, but he's never made a senior cap.
I know who this is, and I can't remember his name.
From Spurs.
His two names are very, very similar to another professional footballer. I've got it.
Go on. Well, you haven't, have you? Fucking idiot.
Smith.
Smith who?
Smith. His surname Smith.
You got to get his whole name, Tony. You can't just say Smithy Smith. Smith, who did we have in loan from Spurs called Smith?
He's playing in the Championship now. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's Smith. I'm going to say Alan Smith.
No.
That is Smith, though.
Signed on a season-long loan, but was recalled in January to sign for Leeds.
It is. It's him.
Is it? Oh, fucking hell, I can't think of his name now. It's not. Is it Smith? It's not Smith.
I don't think it's Smith.
No, it's not Smith.
Is it Alan? That's not Alan. He's
No.
He's a right back.
I don't know.
He's a right back. He scored an
is that
absolute
Adam
belter.
Clayton?
Oh, Adam Smith.
Fucking you bastard.
I thought you were going to get it then.
Oh, it's because I said he sounds exactly like another.
no.
It's Adam,
Adam Smith.
Oh.
Currently plays in the Premier League for Bournemouth.
Oh, he's
I
Premier
had
League.
no
is
idea
he?
he played for us, by the
Oh,
way.
he's a great player. He's
No,
got an
no-
absolute belter with his
no
left foot
idea.
or something.
Fucking arsehole. That's what it is. Oh, 2-1 then, Tony. I'm not happy.
Oh. Do you know what?
That
I got that from
that
the
was an
thing.
own goal. That
Yeah,
was.
it was.
Really?
Adam Clayton, Adam Smith, brilliant.
Yeah, that was an
no.
older viral.
You literally could, of the millions of possible names,
God's sake.
Christian names you could have chosen.
No, I was thinking about that guy at U2
This
again.
is Smith. Alan Smith.
I thought I was the only one shouting out.
Alan
pop
Smith's
stars.
come up 3 times tonight. 31st of October 19... Oh, this is the last one.
Oh,
31st of October 1991 makes him 27.
that's definitely Kieran Aguerd. That is. It's got to be.
It is, isn't it? It's not
Oh,
all
fuck it, mate,
right.
I thought it was.
We had Casey like 3 or 4
Mark
weeks ago.
Wright.
He signed on loan
Oh.
from Newcastle.
That's definitely Aaron Durran.
Under...
That's where he came from. Newcastle. That's him.
From Newcastle. No, I don't know.
Aaron Durran.
Oh, sorry, no.
Fuck.
Oh, sorry, hold on.
He played...
No, you've said
you
no.
Oh, I
passed.
just
No,
want to say Aaron Darn.
no.
Aaron Durran.
Yeah.
He played in the Europa League for Newcastle in the 2012... No. So he played in Europe for Newcastle in the Europa League qualification in 2012.
Blimey. From Newcastle. Johnny Hayes.
2012.
2012. 6 years ago.
He's an ugly bastard, Johnny
7
Hayes.
years ago. Fucking hell.
He is.
He's one of my lads, isn't he?
2012. He went Kit Man in 2012.
No,
No, but by the time he got to us,
Ah,
I don't know when he signed. for
I've
us.
got a
I
feeling
didn't
he
have
is.
that down.
one of your
but
lads.
I can't think who it is.
It's Aaron Durran, mate.
Aaron Darn.
No, you passed him that.
No, pass.
His brother has played for us as well.
That's Josh Murphy. Or one of the other fucker Murphys.
No, he was at Newcastle. He was at,
He was at Chelsea,
Norwich.
wasn't he? But he came from Chelsea.
Could be Josh
Actually, one of the
Murphy.
brothers does actually play for Newcastle now, but it's not.
brother.
Actually, no, he doesn't. He plays for Cardiff.
And a brother who played for us
It's
as
Murphy
well.
then.
No,
Josh
it's not.
Murphy.
It's not him. It's not him.
Oh, it's not him then. Don't say Josh Murphy or his brother.
Jacob Murphy.
Oh, no.
No.
Is this the last clue?
Oh! Fuck
no,
me!
I've got
No,
one more.
no, it is
I've got one more. No, you've
No.
said it.
Oh, shit.
You've said.
Oh, fucking
I've
hell.
got one more clue though.
I know exactly who it is. Go on.
Hold on, is it
Go
2-1 to me?
No,
If he
go
gets
on.
this,
It's
it's a draw.
2-1. It's for the draw, but
Go
I'll
on.
do another one.
Say it.
And you can buzz
Go,
in whenever.
go.
Currently plays
It's
for
Marcus
Rangers.
Tavernier. No, James Tavernier. It's Tav. He's
James,
captain.
that's wrong. His name is pronounced Taverner. So I get the point.
It's Tavernier.
It's Taverner.
Tavernier.
It's Tavernier. It's James.
No,
Tavernier.
that's how it's spelled. It's pronounced Taverner.
It's not.
It fucking is. I spoke to
Either
him.
way, you lost the point.
I asked him,
2-1.
how was your surname
Tony.
pronounced? He said, yeah, it's
Now,
really
some
fucking
people will
annoying,
go
but
in and
it's
say that you had 2 bites of the cherry.
Fair
You went
enough.
for Marcus and James, but I'm willing to give it
Yeah, because I deserve it.
because you were trying to
Taverner.
tell
No,
me that it's
I'm
called
not
Taverner.
arguing. I'm not arguing.
Do you want me
Where's
to
his
go?
brother?
Should we do a tiebreaker?
Where does Marcus come from? I can't think.
His brother.
No, where did we get him from? Marcus Tavernier.
On loan from Middlesbrough.
Oh, right.
Taverner.
Oh, right.
By the way,
It's
not
not
Tavernier.
Tavernier, it's Tavernier.
It's Taverner.
Quite a lot of
Ask
people
him.
Shall we
say,
ask him?
Shall we do a
Quite a lot of people
tiebreaker?
say Tavernier, Tony.
Incorrectly as well. Do we have a tiebreaker?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, go
Oh
on.
fuck. Okay.
I do think I skanked a goal at the end, to be quite honest with you. Tony.
Listen,
think.
I'm happy
In
with
off
that,
the
mate.
back
I'm
of the
happy with that
goalkeeper.
because I still wouldn't have got it.
I thought it would have been Marcus, and I thought, well, I'm
He was a
surprised.
good player as
He
well.
was a brilliant. He's captain.
Also
of the
right,
world.
but no, was he left back?
He's never hit Scott Brown,
No,
so I'm not fond of him.
very good player.
There's time yet, Tony. There's another Old Firm game
I'm
coming up.
trying to.
Oh, he's trying to find one.
Oh,
He's
go
trying to
on,
find
sorry.
I'm trying to find a player.
Well, shall we do our predictions, me and JT? Well,
Yeah, go on.
Find one.
That's not going to take long, is it?
Okay.
What, predictions?
Okay, right. I'll crack on.
2-0.
No.
15th of March 1985 makes him 34.
He's just.
Sean O'Hanlon.
He's older than that, Sean O'Hanlon. Danny Swales, it is.
No.
Ah, fuck. Well, it was Danny Swales.
He has played for us 8 times in the league and scored twice.
That's a very good return. That's 1 in every 4 games there.
League.
Russell Martin. He's only scored 1 goal in. He might have scored 2. Don't know. Don't fucking Google it.
Is not. Is looking
Oh, look
over.
at a fucking...
Fucking him, that bloke with the
I
beard.
can see
I have no idea.
he started his senior career at Cambridge City.
Luke Chadwick.
Oh, he's at United, Cambridge United, right?
Oh yeah.
Luke Chadwick.
He then went to Cambridge United.
Luke Chadwick, definitely him.
Oh, hold on.
You do this every single week.
It's not.
Screech.
Jabbo Ibire.
No.
Screech. What's his name? He was
No,
on.
Screech started with
He
us.
plays for bloody.
I'm just going to keep going
He
until
played in the cup
He
final.
did.
I'm
He's
just keep
matured,
He
didn't he?
lost.
he's signed for us this season.
Ah, so 35, Tony.
Eight games, 2 goals, and he signed for us this season.
Blimey.
Oh, shit in hell! One of us is going to get this.
Not me.
Oh,
I tell you
ideally,
that.
yeah.
Blimey, 2 goals. Someone that's injured then, isn't it?
He's a very nice bloke.
David Wheeler.
Jordan Moore Taylor.
No, you've
He's
said
not
him last week, you
35.
bloody idiot.
Oh,
No, you said it now.
You said him last week, didn't I?
and I got it right, yeah.
He
Yeah, but last week.
played on Saturday.
Oh, for
He's
goodness
a very
sake.
nice man.
Bloody hell. Oh, it's...
Is it David Wheeler?
No, it's
That's what I
bloody
Oh.
that guy that no one likes. Ryan Harley.
No, it's not
Oh, fuck. I like him now anyway.
him.
He's not 35, is he?
He came from Exeter.
Well, yeah, obviously.
That doesn't really narrow it down, does it?
Not really.
They all came from
Reece
Exeter.
Healy. Well, it's not JMT because you had him last week.
No,
didn't
they
you?
really are screaming at
Yeah,
their wirelesses now.
this
Aren't
is
they?
quite amusing.
They
Oh, that's
really
a
are.
bit. Oh, bloody hell, he's
Fucking
that
played for us.
age.
He fucking played on Saturday.
He's that age. 35.
1985, 34.
34.
Oh my
Simpson.
god!
Yes!
Yeah! Hey,
Robbie Simpson.
good one.
Well played, sir.
5-4.
5-4.
5-4.
Even though one of them went in off the back of the keeper, and one of yours was an own goal.
The game between you two is like the fucking playoffs, isn't it?
Yes,
It's all a bit
more
scary.
exciting than the title challenge. This is.
Well done. Right, now
Oh,
time for my prediction.
like
What did you two say?
Milton
we didn't predict because
Didn't
you
predict.
found someone else. Yeah.
Oh,
So I'm gonna go 1-0 to us.
yeah, I'm going 1-0. Yeah, I'm going 1-0 to us. Cags to score it.
3-1. Us.
Yes, I like it.
I like that. I
I
must
like that
admit.
a lot.
We will be 1-0 up.
Yeah.
Then it'll go 1-0. Then it'll be 2-1 up. Then they'll go hell for leather, try and get a
And then
second.
we'll
We'll counter attack,
win a
get a
break.
third. Bang.
Yeah, that
3-1.
sounds good to me.
3-1.
That's a little bit above and beyond,
But it'll
but
do.
yeah, we'll take it. Right, so
There's loads of new stuff in the shop as well. Just bang.
Yeah,
stop
buy
getting
stuff.
in there.
in this week, get yourselves in
Some
there.
new ladies bits. as well.
Ladies. Oh, talking of ladies, as the end of the season
We're
is
not
coming
talking
up,
about ladies football, Tony.
I'll be
Telling you now.
I'll be in heat, so I'll be looking for a girlfriend. So any interested females,
Are you?
drop us an email, mkdonsradioshow@gmail.com.
For the attention
Woman,
of-
you come to end of year awards. You should bring a woman to that.
Oh, actually, yeah. I tell you what.
Take
If
me.
you're
That
my,
is
if
going
you're,
to look. That looks wicked this
if
year.
you're my girlfriend by the time of the Player of the
And
Year
it
Awards,
could be really good this year because I've had 3 years of it. It's been a bit
Yeah.
like it's not been a great
and
year or whatever.
you
Nothing
can come to
last
the
year.
Player of the Year Awards with me. mkdonsradioshow@gmail.com.
And if you haven't got your ticket, come because it looks really really good.
Yeah.
You get
Uh,
quite a bit. You get like.
How much
champagne
is a
wine.
ticket for such an event?
If you renewed your season ticket,
I have.
you get £20 off your ticket. It's 40 quid.
Ooh.
That's not bad.
Is that much?
Okay, we did it today. If you renewed your season ticket, you get. I think it's meant to be 60 quid, but you get it for you get £20 off. You get
pretty
40
good,
quid.
to be
I
quite
thought it was
honest.
55.
I don't. It's online. If you just
Look
bullshit
online
for like
and find
two,
it.
look online. But yeah, you get 3-course meals,
Just a
champagne
reminder
arrival.
there, ladies.
All the players will be there. All the staff will be there. I will be there.
Are you going, Tony?
Well, I'm considering it, and if I can get a woman by
It's
then,
on Sunday.
hey, girls,
it's on-
girls,
and just to put it into context, it's on Sunday the 5th of May,
Oh, I'm
The day
actually-
after.
which could be the day after the
Get
best
out
day of
that
your
night.
life.
yeah.
Sorry, I've got a
which
gig
would
that
include
night.
a date with me.
I
Obviously.
can't go. I'm doing something on that night. I genuinely am. I've got
It's every fucking thing. Well, ask for all the information, then tell us at the
Season,
end.
coming up.
ticket holders who renew their season ticket before the early bird deadline
Done
on
it.
Saturday the 13th of April
done that, mate.
will be able to take advantage of discounted prices for the awards. This includes those who are auto renewing
That's me.
by direct debit.
Oh,
So if
that's
you're on
me.
direct debit you're automatically entitled to get a cheaper ticket.
I'm tempted to go.
Tickets-
Is that the day before the bank holiday?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking
Tickets
that.
for those
80
eligible
quid,
will be priced at just £40, which is £20 cheaper than the standard price. Ticket includes Prosecco reception, a 3-course meal,
Prosecco
and opportunity to meet all of the players up in the ballroom. It's a really nice setup. It's a really
It is
good night.
actually
The
spectacular.
last 3 years have been really good, and it's been a little bit subdued.
just
Except
because
for
of
last
it.
year.
2 minutes ago that the last 3 was not.
No, the night has been brilliant. The night has been brilliant, but it's just been kind of it's been a bit of an
There was
elephant
no
in it.
awards last year.
But this
Tony.
year
Nope.
has the potential to be really good, and
I'm tempted with that. 40 quid.
Yeah, 4 or 5 years ago, they just decided to go totally for it.
That's about
And it
20
is-
and the
quid.
food's
Brilliant.
banging. The food's
Yeah.
really good.
20
is
quid
amazing.
less than a tank of diesel from my van.
Yeah,
do
exactly.
that.
It's a good. It's a very good
I
night
could have a
out.
week off work.
It's a black.
Tony.
It's a proper event, you know, suit up job and all that stuff.
Oh,
Also,
but wear a
there
suit.
might be an
I
after
think
party.
it's a black tie event. Yeah.
Might be an after party. There has
At
been.
yours?
in
We
previous
always just wander out. We probably end up at Pinks or something.
I ain't going to no
ridiculous.
Pink
Yeah.
Panthers
Well, there has
after
been
what
an
I've
after
this
party
week.
in the
It's a
Red
really
Dot
good night,
after
and
the
plus,
previous years,
just
so.
FYI, we are expecting. Let's say I don't know. We are confirmed promotion. Say don't want to jinx anything. It will then all of a sudden it will shoot up. So if you want to get your ticket, get it.
Pretty good, 40 quid.
Get it.
Oh, I'm
It's
definitely
a very,
going to
very
that.
good night.
Get it-
I'm not going to
get
lie.
it-
Count me in.
And I'm not saying
Get it
that
before
because
anything might
is.
be confirmed or whatever. Because as soon as it does, people come and it will.
I'm
sell
telling
out,
you now,
booked
I'm
up
definitely
really
going
quickly.
to that.
Yeah.
Expect to see me in your shop one night this week.
What, do you want to buy a tie? I've got ties and cufflinks. There you go.
Nah.
But yeah, no,
a
honestly,
tie.
get it. Yeah,
That means
just
I'm going to have to get down the charity shop again, isn't it?
call up the box
Get yourself a
office,
suit.
come into the shop after one of the games and get it. We don't. It's not a massive. Well, it's a big room, but it's limited space, and so
Right, so buy that and then
Yeah.
fuck
buy
off.
that.
But more importantly,
Come to Lincoln on Saturday in Colchester.
email me, women. mkdonsradioshow@gmail.com.
He doesn't
I
s-
will have nothing to do throughout May,
Tony.
June, and July.
He doesn't smell anymore.
Yeah,
He's got rid of that smell.
yeah. But
Tony-
I am good looking. My mum told me I was anyway. So
And
Tony's
don't forget,
Tony's after my mum.
don't forget what.
Tony's
You look like you
catch-
were not going to say something then, but you decided
Tony's
not to.
catchphrase, no standard too low, Tony. Right, we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't be
Because
like
I
that.
know it's.
Do you know what I was today? Hitching.
Why?
I was driving through it, coming back for somewhere else. I stopped and bought a bar of chocolate in a little shop.
Which shop was it? I'm
Well,
quite intrigued.
You
I
know
like
where the
to-
big petrol station is if you're going to Stevenage?
Oh, Marks and Spencer's
Yes.
one. Yes.
Well, there's a corner
Yeah,
shop just on the other
opposite.
side of the road further up.
Yep.
Stop there.
It's shit, isn't it?
Next, coffee or
Sorry,
something.
excuse me.
Go home.